Welcome to Triple G's. This week we're going to be covering a couple of things. When to water your grass, how to water your grass, and what are some tools you can use to get it done. Hang on. Alright, first thing we're going to talk about is when to water your grass. Easy answer for that is put down 1 inch to 1.5 inches per week and you're done. However, if you want to water your grass more efficiently, save yourself some money, what you want to do is look for signs of stress in your yard. Easiest thing to do, take your shoes off, walk across your yard barefooted. If your grass crispy and crunchy and you got to have caveman feet to walk across that yard, then you need to water your yard. You need to do it now. However, I hope that ain't the case for most people. Next thing you can do is test your yard with a screwdriver. Take this, plug it down into your yard. If it goes down into your yard pretty easily, then you know you got enough water in your yard. If it's hard for you to penetrate a screwdriver deep into your yard, then you need to water your grass. However, if you live in a residential neighborhood like I do, that has a new Bermuda sod that's put down, a lot of times they put all kinds of stuff under that grass. So in my case, I put this in the yard and I usually hit a rock. So not my favorite tool. Next option is just walk across your yard and see if your grass starts to spring back up when you walk across it. If your grass isn't springing back up, then what that means is you need to water your yard. If your blades just lay down and stay there, you need to water your yard. It'll help. The other option is if you look at your grass and you kind of see like a bluish gray tint to your grass, or you see the leaves in your grass start to fold and bend if you have longer grass, then you know you can water your yard as well. Alright guys, next up we're going to talk about how much water to put in your grass and how to water your grass. So, how much to put is really easy. If you got a sandy, loomy soil, when your grass is seeing some stress, put an 1/2 inch down. If you got a hard clay soil, you need to put 1 inch down. Now, knowing how much you're putting in your soil is a little bit more tricky. An easy way to figure that out is the tuna can test. With the tuna can test, all you're doing is setting up your sprinkler, then setting up 3 to 4 tuna cans evenly spaced apart in a straight line away from your sprinkler. Run your sprinkler for 15 minutes. Take all the tuna cans, collect them up, pour them into a measuring tube like this. This will measure how much water you actually have in those tuna cans. Divide it by the number of tuna cans, and that's how much water you're putting down in a 15-minute increment. Take that number, multiply it by 4, and you know how much water you're putting down per hour. Once you know that, it's easy to then go ahead and water your yard. Alright guys, next up we're going to talk about a few of the tools that you can use to water your grass. My favorite is the oscillating sprinkler, the 3-way by Melnor. This allows you to actually adjust for distance, width, and spray pattern back and forth. So that way you can fill a big spot to a small spot. You can put it anywhere in your yard. The other one is the rotating sprinkler. This allows you to do anywhere from 20-degree angle to a 360-degree angle. You can put this in a corner if you need to. Has 7 different patterns you can spray on it. I think just about everyone has one of these as well, but it can easily move around your yard. The new hotness is the Rainbird impact sprinkler that you can put in your ground. Now this one I really like a lot. This one, all you got to do is bury it in a small hole somewhere in your yard, or strategically placed in your yard, I would say. And you could put 2 or 3 of these in your yard, walk from spot to spot every time you need to water your yard, click it into the ground, let it water for the amount of time that it needs to, then move to the next spot. That way you're not lugging around the Melnor or the rotating sprinkler and not knowing if you're putting in the exact same location as you did last time, not knowing if it's covering the same area. And with this, you know, I'm putting in the same spot every single time, and you also didn't have to go get irrigation for this. These are about 30 bucks. This is my favorite choice. If you need to know how to install it, I'll put a link up to the to how to install it. One thing everyone should have, no matter any of those options they have, is just a timer. Get you a timer. These timers by Orbit are really good. That way you can time it, move on to the next sprinkler, time it again. You're not wasting water. You know that you watered it enough and you didn't water it too much. Everyone should have one of these for those times that you got a spot spray. Maybe it's just a small area, or maybe it's just a garden. Get you one of these. It has the 7 different options, anywhere from a jet to a shower. Another cool option, and this is something I think everybody should get, is just a little shut-off valve for each one of your hoses. This allows you to basically walk up to your sprinkler, shut it on and off easily, and move it to the next location. I love these things. I have it on every single hose I have. Alright, speaking of hoses, you need to get you a zero gravity hose. These things are super lightweight. You can move them from area to area. It's going to make everything that you do so much easier and a lot more simpler. You're not going to be struggling moving those big heavy rubber hoses around. Anytime you got to lug those heavy hoses around, it just makes the whole situation frustrating, and you don't actually want to water your grass. Alright guys, the way you should be able to successfully tell if you've watered your grass is you should be able to lay in it without it being all crunchy and crusty and feeling like you got to have caveman feet just to walk in it bare. Alright, I'll tell you about one more product that I think is going to save you a lot of money this summer, and it's called Moisture Manager. You can get this product in either a liquid format or a granular. What it does is it penetrates your ground, leaches onto your root system, and releases moisture back into your grass through osmosis. It's an awesome product, and it'll allow you to water your grass about 50% less. That'll save you a lot of money on your water bills. So alright guys, thank you for watching this video. Please click subscribe, give me a like and a thumbs up. Let me know what you thought about the video in the comments. If you liked any of the products or you got more questions about the products, I left a link below to my website that lists out everything that you saw today. Thanks. See you next time.